In a forgotten corner of the world, in a small village nestled between dusty hills, lived a young boy named Ayan. His world was small, defined by the cracked mud walls of his home and the single, winding road that led out of the village, a road he dreamt of one day taking. Ayan's family was poor, but his spirit was rich with dreams. While other kids played with marbles, Ayan collected discarded books, their pages worn and stories half told. He would sit under the lone banyan tree, tracing the words with his finger, imagining worlds far beyond his own. His father, a farmer with hands as tough as the earth he tilled, would watch him with a mix of pride and worry. He saw the fire in his son's eyes, a fire he feared the harsh realities of their life might extinguish. "Knowledge is a luxury we cannot afford, son," he'd say, his voice heavy with the weight of their circumstances. But Ayan didn't see it as a luxury. He saw it as a lifeline. He promised himself, and the silent, watching stars, that he would not let his story be defined by where he started. Every morning, before the sun even thought about rising, Ayan would be up. He'd help his father in the fields, his small hands working tirelessly. But as soon as his chores were done, he would run to the village school. It was a humble one-room building with a leaking roof, but to Ayan, it was a palace of wisdom. His teacher, Mr. Gupta, a kind man with weary eyes, saw the insatiable hunger for learning in Ayan. He saw past the boy, asked patched clothes, and saw a mind brighter than any he had ever taught. Mr. Gupta began to lend Ayan his own books, old classics and science manuals that opened up the universe to the young boy. Ayan devoured them. He learned about distant stars, ancient kings, and the intricate workings of the human body. He stayed late after school, asking questions that often left Mr. Gupta marveling at his curiosity. The other villagers would sometimes whisper, calling Ayan a dreamer, his head stuck in the clouds. They didn't understand why he chose books over the practical skills of farming. But Ayan knew he was building something, laying a foundation for a future no one else could see. The years passed. Ayan grew taller, and his resolve grew stronger. The challenges mounted. A severe drought hit their village, and the crops failed. Despair settled over the community like a thick fog. Many families left, seeking work in the sprawling, indifferent cities. Ayan's family stayed, their roots too deep to pull up. The hardship was immense. There were days when their only meal was a thin porridge. During this time, Ayan's commitment was tested. It would have been easy to give up, to accept his fate, to let the dream die. But he didn't. Instead, he worked harder. He took on extra jobs, carrying loads at the local market, his young back aching under the weight. Every small coin he earned was saved, not for food, but for exam fees and more books. He studied by the flickering light of a single candle, its flame a mirror of the hope burning within him. He would often look at his calloused hands, hands that tilled the soil and turned the pages of books, and he saw no contradiction. He understood that hard work, both of the body and the mind, was the only way forward. One evening, as he was reading, his father sat beside him. He didn't say anything for a long time. He simply placed a hand on Ayan's shoulder. In that simple gesture, Ayan felt a shift. He felt acceptance, support, and a father's quiet love. "Don't let our world hold you back," his father whispered, his voice thick with emotion. "Go, make your own world." That moment became Ayan's anchor, the fuel that would power him through the darkest of times. The day of the national scholarship exam arrived. It was his one shot, his single ticket out of the village. He traveled for 2 days on a rickety bus to reach the city, a place of towering buildings and endless noise that felt like another planet. He was intimidated, surrounded by students from wealthy schools with crisp uniforms and confident smiles. He clutched his worn-out admission card, his heart pounding a frantic rhythm against his ribs. He took a deep breath, closed his eyes, and remembered the banyan tree, the flickering candle, and his father's words. He was not just here for himself. He was here for his family, for his village, for every child who dared to dream against the odds. He poured every ounce of his knowledge, every late night of studying, onto the exam paper. When he walked out of the hall, He was exhausted but felt a quiet sense of peace. He had given it his all. The wait for the results was agonizing. Weeks turned into a month. Life in the village went on, the cycle of hardship and hope continuing. Ion returned to the fields, his future hanging in the balance. Then, one sunny afternoon, the postman, an unusual sight, arrived with a letter. It was a thick, official-looking envelope. The entire village seemed to hold its breath as Ian's trembling hands tore it open. His eyes scanned the page, and then they filled with tears. He had not only passed. He had secured the top rank in the entire country, winning a full scholarship to the most prestigious university. A cheer erupted from the small crowd that had gathered. His father hugged him, tears of joy streaming down his weathered face. Mr. Gupta stood at a distance, a proud, knowing smile on his face. The dreamer, the boy with his head in the clouds, had just shown everyone that if you reach high enough, you can touch the sky. Ian's journey was far from over. In many ways, it was just beginning. He went to the university and excelled, his mind once confined to a small village, now exploring the vast frontiers of science and technology. He never forgot where he came from. During his holidays, he would return to his village, not as a visitor, but as a son. He started a small library under the same banyan tree where he used to read, filling it with books for the next generation of dreamers. He used his knowledge to help the farmers, introducing new techniques to improve their crop yields and manage water during droughts. Years later, Dr. Ian became a renowned scientist, his work revolutionizing renewable energy. He stood on global stages, speaking to world leaders, but his heart remained in his small village. He proved that poverty could shackle your feet, but it could never imprison your mind. His story became a legend, a testament to the incredible power of perseverance. It's a reminder to all of us that our circumstances do not define our destiny. Our courage, our resilience, and our unwavering belief in our dreams are what truly shape our future. Ian's journey from a dusty village to the world stage teaches us that no matter how difficult the path, with a burning desire and relentless effort, you can overcome any obstacle. You can rewrite your story. So, what is your dream? What is the fire that burns within you? Don't let your circumstances dictate your potential. Like Ian, use them as fuel. Work hard, stay curious, and never ever give up on the person you are meant to become. Your journey might be long, and the road might be tough, but remember the boy under the banyan tree and know that anything is possible. Thank you for watching. If this story inspired you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that empowers and motivates. We all have a story to write. Let's make it a great one.